Let's talk about harvesting onions. So today I'm going to come and clear this whole bed full of onions. And how I know when they're ready is when they start to kind of flop over like this and some of their foliage starts to go brown. That's a sign that the onion is finished growing for the season and is starting to pull all the energy and the juice out of the leaves and down into the bulb so that they can store for winter. So once we see this happening, we wait for a dry day when it's not raining. We'll rip all our onions out of the ground like that, and then we'll leave them sort of sitting in the sun for a couple of days to cure. So next step is to broadfork this. This is a fantastic tool used to decompact the soil. So instead of tilling, which damages all the life in the soil, all I'm going to do here is sink this in and just pry it up a little bit. So we're opening up little air pockets into the soil, decompacting, allowing better water infiltration, getting some oxygen down in there. So we're going to do this to the whole bed. And then as you can see, I've got some compost here. So we're going to put a little layer of compost down to feed the soil, and then we're going to mulch it, ready for next season. So we put a layer of compost down to feed the soil. We put some leaves down to insulate the soil, and now the weeds are going on top. So we got a barrier of the leaves between the weeds and the soil, so that these weeds, with all their roots still attached, can't regrow. They'll dry out in the sun and they'll rot and form mulch. So then the final step is just to lay all these out here, and they're sticking up on top of the weeds, so there's no soil contact. We're going to leave these open to dry or to cure in the sun for a couple of days to a week, depending on how sunny it is. During that time, all this foliage will dry off and go brown, and the skins will kind of dry up and firm up a little bit so that they will last a bit longer in storage right through the winter months.